Some of you may already know, but for those who don't, Darius Cooks is currently in Bali. He had his groundbreaking ceremony. He is opening a restaurant that should be debuting in 2025 at some time. Well, while he was out there handling his business, a whole situation broke out between Mr. Chom Tom, the food critic or reviewer, and a restaurant in St. Louis called Lefty's Fried Rice Davis or something like that, that didn't blow over too well. And it just so happened that Mr. Cooks had a run-in with the owner of that restaurant as well, and he chimed in. Well, that opened up a dialogue about how the food in St. Louis is just horrible, and led up to Darius Cooks stating that he has stopped going to black-owned businesses because the food is just terrible. Tap in and let's get into it.
I'm going back to St. Louis. I'm going behind the food though, because every time I go, I discover more and more places that are delicious. More and more places. See, the problem is they know people only want the barbecue. They could care less about the size and drink. Well, sis, if they could care less, that mean they care. You mean they cannot care less? Because if you say, I could care less, then you really could care less, which means you really are concerned. So you got to say, I could not care less. Y'all be tearing that up. That little phrase, I could care less about what he think. That means you care, right? I could not care less mean you don't care. So you just got to fix that moving forward in the future. Because y'all, that tears y'all up in the comment section. I'll be reading the comments like, girl, do she know what she just said? This bitch do not even know what the hell she just said. And she talking about some she could care less. Don't make sense. And okay, well, if that's the case, if people only care about the barbecue, well, give me the sides for free. If that's the case, right? If you could not care less about the sides, well, give me the sides for free. And if you only care about the barbecue could be outstanding. And it wasn't. If you trying to tell me that the people in St. Louis only care about the barbecue, that means the barbecue ribs should be outstanding. They should be the best thing I ever put in my mouth. And they wasn't. They wasn't. So I don't get it. Most of the good food spots are on the south side Tower Grove area. I don't know Tower Grove from, girl, Tower Glen, girl, from Tower Drive, from Tower Lane, girl, the Tower Highway. I don't know and one of the towers. All I know is the places I went, the food ain't good. And I went to a lot of black-owned spots. This is why I stopped going to the black-owned spots, because I'm tired of eating horrible food. Go to Charlotte. Go to the black-owned restaurants in Charlotte, girl. It'll piss you off. Charlotte, you too. What's up, Corey? What up, Chi-Town? Corey Barrow, everybody. He's an idiot in real life. He's an idiot only on social media. In real life, he's a sweetheart. Yeah, man, Charlotte too. The food bad in Charlotte. Them black-owned restaurants in Charlotte. Girl, them black-owned restaurants in Charlotte need to be shut down, all of them. What's that one that's been open since 1980-something, downtown? Uptown? What's that one place? Something, somebody, I was going to say one and only, but it's not what it's called. It's Mertz. Mertz one and only or something like that? What is that called? Charlotte, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Baby, that's the worst. Girl, that is the worst soul food restaurant in America. That's the worst soul food restaurant in America. What's the name of that place in Charlotte, y'all? Mertz. Was it Mertz one and only? Or it's some more stuff behind Mertz. It ain't just called Mertz. It's called Mertz and some more stuff. Don't have me go Google it. It's called Mertz and something else. It's something else y'all call it behind that, y'all. It's a whole name. It's like famous Mertz one and only restaurant or something like that. It's like more to it. It's not just called Mertz. The people over there, they call it Mertz. But you need to know if you're going to go over there. Yeah, Mertz Heart and Soul. That's what it is. I knew it was some more left. It ain't just called Mertz. It's some more after it. Girl, don't go there. Girl, do not go there. Don't you walk in the people restaurant. Ooh, don't you walk in them people restaurant. Not Mertz. I said they been here since 1980 something and ain't learned how to fry chicken yet at Mertz. Ain't learned how to fry chicken yet at Mertz Heart and Soul. Don't go to Charlotte for no food, sis. Make you a sandwich at the house. Stop at Publix and get you a pub sub. And then you go to your vacation. Don't you go to Charlotte looking for no good food. Not at the black-owned restaurants. Don't do that. You got to go to the white people. Where I plan to visit today, honey, I'm in Bali. What do you mean? Where am I? Girl, I'm going here. I'm in Indonesia. I am in Bali. What do you mean? Where am I going today? Girl, I'm going nowhere. I have homework to do and things. Girl, I'm not eating anywhere. I'm going later on. I'm looking at houses later on. I'm going to take my camera with me so I can do a tour. I'm looking at houses. Let me tell you what I was going to do. Normally I talk on Instagram like this. I'm telling y'all, you don't know, I'm on Instagram every day. So I don't be on here like this. I don't be hanging out on Facebook. I love y'all, but it's too many of y'all, and some of y'all crazy. It's too many of y'all, some of y'all crazy. I'm trying to make it into heaven. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's my goal. And if I hang out on Facebook, it's not gonna work. I have to end up cussing somebody out, and I have to repent every night. I have to repent so many times, girl. God gonna be like, you know what, Darius, this ain't working out for us. Like, I thought about it, and I'm just gonna have to go ahead and let you go. So I'm trying to make it into heaven, so I don't do that. Am I close to Russell Simmons Hotel and Spa? What the hell make you think I know who the hell Russell Simmons is? Girl, it's Indonesia, girl. It's Bali, girl. It's 6 million people live here, and then 6 million people visit. That's 12 million people. Russell Simmons is one person, girl. You try to spot one person out of 12 million and see what you come up with. Girl, I do not know Russell Simmons. I also do not know MJ. Whatever his last name is. I don't know these people. I did not know them in America. I do not know them in Bali. Okay? I don't know these people. They don't know me. I don't know them. My allergies are bad. I just took a Benadryl. Extra strength just now. It's bad. I got an appointment Friday at the allergist. Okay? You're going to have to prescribe me something. I got something. I'm not leaving here until you tell me what I got. I'm not taking no Benadryl 2 days before. I'm going to thug it out so you can give me every test again, and you're going to have to prescribe something for me or give me surgery. Nothing works. Allegra, no. Claritin, no. Zysol, no. Sertrazine, no. Zyrtec, no. Zyrtec D, no. Azalistine, no. Fluticasone, no. Nasacort, no. Nasal rinse, Navage, nothing works. Nothing. And at one point, I'm not doing it no more, but at one point, I was taking like 12 pills a day. I was taking some of everything, and I still had allergies, and the only thing that worked is Benadryl. That's it. Nothing. Prescription-wise has worked. Nothing, I used to come to Instagram, but for some folks are too rude over there for no reason, so I don't even bother, just being honest. Oh, that's probably because you out of pocket over there. Yeah, we run a tight ship on Instagram. The Instagram is not just my community, it's also their community as well. So they feel just as at home as I do over there. So if you come to Instagram and you bring foolishness, the community will shut you down. We like order. So if that's probably the reason. You probably came over there cutting up. You probably came over there being real wild. And the people was like, nope, that's not happening over here. Nope. And they got rid of you. They'll tell you. So you might have an attitude with that, but we maintain order over on Instagram land. You know what I'm saying? We don't do all that craziness that you be doing over there. You get blocked. It's no foolishness on Instagram. It's not even allowed. So that's the problem. You want to be foolish, you stay over here. You know what I'm saying? You want to be cool on Instagram. And then look at that. Mama Karen over here. There go Felicia over here, right? These are all my regulars on Instagram. So we don't tolerate foolishness. That's it. And we catch it. As soon as we see it, they catch it. And they be like, you got to go. It's a whole different energy on Instagram. We have a lot of fun. It's a lot of peace, a lot of tranquility, but we don't fool with the craziness. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not happening. We love you, but it's not happening at all. But no, it's some really good food. Oh, let me tell you what I was going to tell you about the house. Okay, so I done gone back and forth about this whole house situation over and over and over again, right? So I'm in Bali. Y'all know this by now. If you don't, just look at some of my previous posts just to get caught up. So I'm in Bali. I'm going to be kind of moving here a little bit. I don't know what that's going to look like for me just yet. I haven't really had a chance to think about it. And so it is. What's up, Maxine? My regulars. Hey, Instagram. I'll be over there in a little bit. Alicia, what's up, Puddin'? I'll be on Instagram in a little bit, y'all. I'm going to finish up over here and I'm going over there. Back home where we belong, okay? So at first, I got the land. The land is mine, right? You rent the land for like 25 years. So I got the land in Bali. And so with the land, I was like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a house and a restaurant on the land, right? Because think about it this way. If you say you're going to a foreign country to build a restaurant from the ground up, where you going to live? So the first thing you're going to say is, well, I'm going to build a house. You know what I'm saying? But then as we start thinking about the size of the restaurant and whatnot, we was like, well, the house going to have to go because we need to build an amazing venue for the restaurant. It ain't but so much space you could put, you know. So what I did was I nixed the idea for the house. And I was like, well, it's plenty of houses in Bali. Like, if you look online, like real estate companies, it's like, you know, a couple thousand. So you just buy a house. You know what I'm saying? They come fully furnished. They beautiful. Just buy one, right? So I started looking at the houses in Bali. So I moved away from the idea of building my own house here in Bali, right? So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna rent one instead. I mean, not rent one. I'm gonna buy a house that's already built, you know. So I started looking at the prices for the houses, and you know, the prices are reasonable in my opinion, right? So some of the houses I was looking at, I'll give you an example, right? And I showed some of these on Instagram, but some of the houses were like $500,000, right? $500, $400, $600, $700,000. And they're like palatial estates, right? They're like, if you know about real estate, so they're like, you know, 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, you know, a pool, everything's new, modern. It's beautiful for like, you know, $700,000. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. This is perfect. And so I was at lunch yesterday with Tommy and his wife, Kasia. Tommy's my business partner. And I was at lunch with his wife, and I was like, he's like, you know, what are you going to do to live? And I was like, oh, you know, I'm thinking about buying a house. I'm looking at the houses out here. They look great. He was like, I didn't even show him the house yet. I'm telling you, why would I tell you this in rupees? Girl, you don't know rupees. Why would I talk to you in rupees? Girl, come on. See what I'm saying? Common sense. Girl, why would I talk to you? Girl, I don't even understand rupees. So why would I talk to you in rupees, girl? You in America, I'm American. But I'm going to talk to you in foreign currency. See what I'm saying? This is why we be on Instagram. So I was showing him, I hadn't even shown him the house yet. I was about to look it up and show him one online. You know what I'm saying? And before I could even pick up my phone to show him, he was like, oh my God, no, what are you doing? And his wife was like, I was like, excuse me? Like, what? This is news for me. What is this reaction? What's going on here? So they was like, you never get a house from a real estate agent. I was like, you don't? No. I was like, why not? They're going to overcharge you. I was like, I haven't even shown it to you yet. It doesn't matter. I was like, okay. So I showed him the house. He was like, I showed him the one house. It was like $600,000, right? He was like, you're paying double. You're paying double. I was like, I am? He was like, oh my gosh. He was like, you get the land and you have them to build it. I was like, you do? He was like, show me the house. I showed him the house. He was like, you just get the construction company. They build it for you, $150. I was like, wait, excuse me? Hold on one second. Say that one more time. Say that, what you said? Say that one more time. They do what? He was like, they build it for you. You get the land, they build a house for you, and they only charge you $150 for the whole house. I was like, well, now, wait a minute now. Now this opens up. This is different. I wasn't expecting to hear this. I wasn't expecting this. So now that's changed everything. Okay? That has changed everything. So today we're going to look at, I guess, model homes or something. I don't know. I'm taking my camera with me.